Hey LC Gang, it's your host Ashley. Welcome back to the Lifestyle Chats platform. Today on Small Business Mondays, we're going to be continuing the branding and communication series by talking about branding for small businesses in professional spaces such as LinkedIn. And we have someone who is a LinkedIn guru himself. We see him all the time. If you've been following him on LinkedIn, I know you've had a laugh here and there. But before I introduce Reagan, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with a friend because we want more people to join the LC Gang community. Welcome to the show, Reagan. We're so excited to have you here. I hope you're going to be giving us some of your humor that you have for LinkedIn.
I hope so.
All right, please introduce yourself to the people and let us know a little bit about who you are.
All right. My name is Reagan, Kavuma.
Okay.
I'm a quality assurance professional. That's what I do, my 9 to 5. But away from that, I take time off LinkedIn to write about business, innovation, and branding. And key for this session that we're having, I'm very passionate about branding because for me, I've realized that many people in this economy that we live in miss out on so many opportunities because they don't brand themselves well and the businesses. So for me, I feel like it's something that we could double down and realize so many opportunities today and in the future.
Okay. All right. We're so excited to have you.
Excited to have you too.
And excited to learn so much about branding. So you've discussed having a 9 to 5. Which is in quality assurance, which is very different from what branding is, or a subsect of it, but very different from what branding is. So how did you get into branding and educating people about branding techniques, especially on LinkedIn? Is this something that is a passion of yours? Is this something that you studied at university? How did you get into all of that?
All right. As I said, my 9 to 5 is quality assurance. However, you know, as we grow up as kids, your parents tell you need to be a doctor, a lawyer, and those nice things that you perhaps envision yourself being that you might never be for whichever the reasons. However, as a kid, I should say an artist. As an artist, I used to be the kid that used to, make toy cars, the balls that you used to play with. And I realized my strongest skill is I'm very visual, very artistic, and
so you're creative.
Exactly, I'm a very creative person, and through the journey of my life, realized I've leaned into the creative side of my life. From the communities I've joined, I've taken on the side which is creative. For example, I'll be part of a media team. Automatically. If it's writing, I'll be the guy who designs the visuals or recommends the visuals. So that really informed the decisions that I make till to date. So I found myself getting into those spaces and learning, being a part of several mentorship programs, taking on a couple of courses because I felt this is something that I could double click on and forever change my life. And for me, it has changed my life because I've been a part of several opportunities that I wouldn't otherwise if I didn't know about branding. And for me as a solo business owner, it has stood up because branding has enabled me to connect with people I would never have met.
So you own a business outside of your 9 to 5 as well?
I own businesses.
Oh, he owns businesses.
Yeah.
And what businesses are these that you own?
One, I own a branding business.
Okay.
One, I own Magnetic Brands together with a team of like 2 people. And in this particular entity, we help individuals and small business owners brand themselves in a way that helps them realize opportunities beyond their current scope of work. And then the other business that I own is Edeloptics. Edeloptics is partly an NGO, but also the other side is a for-profit to keep the business running.
What does it do?
It helps people or ordinary people like you and me to have access to affordable eye care services.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. How did I start that? It's a story for another day.
I would assume it's because you wear glasses.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
So somehow I saw an opportunity because I had a need that no one was meeting.
It
was a pain. So I took advantage of the opportunity.
I'm sure it was a pain. I saw this joke once that imagine paying to see.
Exactly.
Nice joke.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So it was a pain for me. So eventually I realized an opportunity and it has become something that has really earmarked the entire journey of my business life because I've met people, I've won over customers. Currently we have about 500 returning customers.
Oh, wow.
And for us, that's really big.
That's
It's really big to
huge.
have 500
Yeah.
people you convince on a routine basis to come back and support your business.
So you already practice branding when it comes to your own
Exactly.
businesses, and you also help other businesses create a vision for their brands the way that they envisioned.
Very right.
That's very interesting, outside of being in quality assurance.
Actually, the two, if you're to get quality assurance, I realized my experience in quality assurance informs so many decisions that I make in my own businesses. Because even in branding, you should have an eye for quality. So somehow, it's a good thing for me that I have a background in quality assurance. It has done for me also wonders, because I'll look at something and from a professional sense, I'll be like, no.
This wouldn't work.
This wouldn't work. Why? Because in my career, the work that I do, as much as it's in-flight catering, there's attention to detail that you need to have that ordinarily someone who just sits and designs things might not have. So for me, it has worked in my favor.
Okay. So LinkedIn is one of your primary tools when it comes to educating people about branding. But everyone kind of has this feeling about LinkedIn. It's a difficult app. It's complicated. It's boring, and such and such. So they tend to mostly view from Kamoli, from the sidelines. So what are 3 words that you would use to describe LinkedIn when it comes to branding?
For me, it would be a gold mine. A gold mine.
There's a 3. Okay.
Yes. And why do I say so? You realize that LinkedIn is a social media platform.
It is.
And unlike the other social media platforms, it's quite not as popular. Because everyone knows Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, etc. And the downside for most people is they assume they have to bring their A game to these platforms.
Yes.
And also LinkedIn.
Yeah.
And that doesn't work in your favor if you're trying to build a brand. Of course, we all see what people post on Instagram.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to look their best self on an island, on a yacht in Dubai. No.
Yes.
That will only work for a few people.
Yeah.
But for your business, people need to co-create with you.
Oh, okay. Co-create.
Meaning, if you are to build a successful small business, you need to allow your customers in, invite them in. And LinkedIn gives you that opportunity to be professional, but also very personal. Why?
Okay.
Because actually I was reading recently, and this article was saying that LinkedIn is that one platform that has the highest number of high net worth individuals. You find CEOs active, decision makers active, industry leaders very active. And for me, as much as it's something that people are used to or no, I want to post when I graduated, when I get a job, or when I get a promotion. That's not good for your own personal brand.
That's true.
Why? Because most people cannot relate with that. If you're a small business owner, you don't really care if someone gets a job.
You don't. Yeah.
So it's a goldmine for small businesses because many people have thought about it as a workplace kind of platform.
Yeah, I feel like we come to it like an office, that makes sense. Yeah,
yes.
Like we're taking too seriously.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So people assume that they need to be serious on the platform. Yet, the blood of this platform is building worthwhile networks and connections.
And that's by being yourself.
Exactly, by being yourself, because people can smell it if you're being just fake. If you're being Instagrammy, they'll know it.
Yeah.
Because they know ordinarily everyone struggles.
Yeah.
And choosing to build a brand on LinkedIn is a goldmine, as I've said. Why? Because it's quite virgin as a platform. Many people are all over TikTok, they want to be over IG.
That's true.
And no one is paying attention
to LinkedIn.
Yeah. So it is so easy for someone to seize opportunities. Why? Because you have people who are there for business.
Like the target audience is right there.
It's your right audience. Why? Because everyone's there to secure opportunities. So if you have something that you can sell to that other person, that's the best platform.
Yeah.
It's hard on Instagram because you just can't DM someone, hi, I have a business and this is what I do.
It's weird.
I'd be like, no, I'm in Dubai on a yacht.
Thank you.
I don't care. But on LinkedIn, if you tell me Bell Beauty is a business in beauty and you're in branding, I'm like, okay, we can collaborate actually.
Yeah.
I can support you. I can help you do this, etc., etc.
Yeah.
So it's easy to form networks that will be profitable for you short and long term. I've realized, I've been active on LinkedIn for about, I think, close to 10 years, but active A year, perhaps.
And you've garnered that much attention already.
Exactly. That's what I'm telling
Wow.
you. You can't do the same on IG. It's
can't.
hard.
Yeah.
Like, it is so hard because people are investing in automation and all things to psyche up things here and there to be on top.
Also, I guess it's a different type of content required,
Exactly.
to be fair. If you brought LinkedIn content to Instagram or to Twitter or to these different things, you might get a different response.
Exactly.
Because the target audiences are very different, and what they're trying to look for is very different. So what I'm understanding from what you're saying is that there's a need. People don't understand that what makes them fail at LinkedIn is because they pull away their own authenticity and and being a personable person. Yeah, like they make it look like I'm a robot and I'm perfect. I just did this, I just did that, and that's impersonable.
Yes.
So when they remove the factor of being a normal human being and authentic to themselves, that's what makes them lose out on LinkedIn. So the key is actually to continue to be personable, just in a different language, in a different tone, in a different manner to be able to get the target audience that is on that platform.
True. And for me, LinkedIn has allowed me and the people that I work with to actually build in public and in a community that is willing to support you. It's not so easy to do so, for example, on IG.
Yeah.
On IG, the best you'll get is a simple comment here and there. That's it. Oh, sorry. But on LinkedIn, someone will come through and say, you know what? How about you try this? I saw a resource X here and they share a link. You can't share a link on IG that easily.
No, you can't.
And because the platform, for example, like TikTok or IG, their retention is not that high. So people are simply scrolling through and that's it.
Yeah.
But with LinkedIn, you have opportunity to say what you have to say, even with text. And people are available to digest
and they're ready to read.
Because the brain is wired different when you get to LinkedIn.
Yeah.
It's there to consume media, but media that is beneficial or media they can contribute to.
Yeah.
And unlike the other platforms, LinkedIn allows for collaborations easily.
Oh.
Yes. So I would, for example, pose a question, and LinkedIn will allow you not just to reshare, but to add your thoughts to that particular discussion. And for me, if you're trying to brand yourself, building in public, especially if you're a small business, LinkedIn is the best place to go because you have other small businesses there to achieve similar goals. So opportunities.
So we can all collaborate together. We can all take from each other. We can all benchmark from each other.
And you're seeing what other businesses are doing,
the
funding they're securing, the opportunities that they're getting. And for you, it's like, okay, I can click on the same link and get the same. I can reach the same person and get the same. Unlike the others. So for me, LinkedIn is a gold mine that if tapped in right, you have so many opportunities.
You're on the nose of the money.
Exactly.
Okay. Now that you've spoken about how much power there is to harness when it comes to LinkedIn for small businesses, tell us, what's the biggest mistake that you see small businesses make when it comes to presenting themselves on LinkedIn to their audience?
Okay. For me, the biggest mistake I've observed is, as you said in the beginning of this interview, most people take LinkedIn for granted. So literally go and post there, whatever picture.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it will work. I just need to have a profile there so that someone can just
need to show up.
Yeah, someone show up. But in the beginning of my journey on LinkedIn, I noticed that LinkedIn has become extremely powerful as a search engine. If right now I typed in your name as Ashley Mugisha, your LinkedIn profile will show up fast.
That's not good news.
No, I love it, when this makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I took the time, literally searched your name, and guess who shows up first? You. And you see the icon? That's LinkedIn right there.
Oh my God, it is. Thank God I have a pretty picture.
It's LinkedIn. Same for me.
Yeah.
When I search my name, LinkedIn comes in
first.
first.
So it's really a vital branding tool because it's what's going to, like when someone looks for you, they're seeing that exactly.
And the era we're in a creative economy.
Yeah.
People are looking for you online.
Yeah.
Because they will know Belle Beauty,
but
they will know you first most times.
Yeah.
Because you would tend to define the business for many of these people.
Yes.
Because they've interacted with you, they'll get to know about the business through you.
Yes.
So without proper profile optimization, you'll miss out on so many opportunities, because if your profile looks like you're not a serious person,
then someone will
not take your business seriously too.
Yeah.
You're missing out on so many opportunities. LinkedIn has for example, like a banner where you could literally speak about what you do and why it matters.
Yeah.
But most people leave it blank. You ask them to take a professional headshot. No, I'll upload a selfie when I'm seated in CJs.
I'm sure we've all made these mistakes.
Exactly. And
Yes.
you ask them to literally define what they're all about. You just
Yeah.
say, I'm an accountant. But
what are you really about?
exactly.
Yeah.
I'm a founder of this. But why should that matter to someone who is looking up your name? They want to know, are you trying to support small businesses? Are you
So
trying
captivate
to
me.
captivate me, interest me? Because you have a tool that is free for you right now. If someone punches in your name, that tool is supposed to sell you.
Yes.
And I've seen many small businesses that are making this mistake. They literally just go set up an account and keep quiet
Yes.
for months until probably they open a new shop. Then they
Yeah.
post, we opened a new shop. But if you're to build successfully in public, people need to see the journey.
They need to be a part of your journey.
Exactly. Like I said, co-creation.
Yes.
They need to participate in this growth. That's how you win over people in this economy that we're in.
Yeah.
Through the journey that you put up as a personal brand or as a business owner in this case. So for me, that's not the biggest mistake I've noticed. And it doesn't take so much.
Yeah.
For me, many of the people that I work with, I've noticed within a month, you've revamped your profile to a profile that someone can come to and they say, okay, this is a serious person. They know what they're talking about. I should collaborate with this person. I should network with this person. So for me, that's it.
Okay. I actually didn't know that LinkedIn is the first thing that comes up. That's a very interesting insight.
Very first thing that comes up.
So as a small business owner, I've joined LinkedIn. I've done this amazing branding. I've put whatever I do. I've worked with you guys. How do I identify and create meaningful relationships on LinkedIn? Because I think one of the things that people might struggle with, and I know that the audience might agree as well, is LinkedIn is like, who am I talking to?
Yeah.
Like, when you're talking about, like, who am I talking to really?
Yeah,
you get,
true,
because it's such a different platform, and it's been so globalized that I'm looking at someone, Edwin from the US has just done this, and then I'm looking at Sandra from Karamoja, and then I'm looking to, whatever. So it's like a different type of space altogether with everyone who looks like they have everything together. Yeah. So how do I identify that Reagan is someone that I want to work with, or Sandra is someone that I want to work with, and I want them to see my type of content? How do they do that on LinkedIn?
First, you've answered the question before I actually answer it.
Really?
Because when you join a particular platform,
yeah,
as someone who is very keen when it comes to branding, you need to ask, who am I trying to reach? Because if you don't define who you're supposed to reach, you'll not reach anyone.
Yeah.
You can't write for everyone. You write for no one.
You have to segment.
Exactly. So I need to identify who the target person I'm writing to is.
Yeah.
For example, my end, if I'm branding and helping small businesses, I want to connect with founders, entrepreneurs, business owners, industry leaders. Why? Because my message will resonate with them.
Yes.
So, rule number one, identify why am I joining LinkedIn? Who am I supposed to connect with?
Yeah.
Who will understand my message? Who will resonate with my journey? And once that's said, then you optimize your profile. Because if you connect with that person and they find your profile is wanting, they're like, I think it's the wrong person. They're not serious. They're not taking themselves seriously. And if they're a small business owner, I will extrapolate that feeling for the products also, the services, the same. I'll feel the same about everything. Everything. I'll assume this person and their products are the same.
Yeah.
So after you identify the target audience, it's important you optimize your profile, have a decent headshot, optimize your banners, speak about yourself as if you're trying to connect with someone who is real.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So personify it.
Exactly.
Don't look at it like create a picture to it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I see people who come and write something like, I'm an accountant with 100 years of experience. Oh, okay. Nice. But how do I relate with you?
Yeah.
How do I relate with you? For example, if I'm connecting with the entrepreneurs, I would like to write something about in this line of, are you starting your new business?
Yeah.
Are you looking for someone to collaborate with on such a venture?
Yeah.
I am that go-to person. I have been there. I'm still there. I'm still building like you.
Yeah.
So I am your kind of guy who will give you the advice that you need and the support that you need, the direction that you need to make this happen and realize your own success.
Yeah.
So help the person see themselves in you or through your journey. So that's very important. Optimize your profile. The number 3, write valuable content that is going to resonate with this person.
Don't just come for.
Because you check most people's LinkedIn. The last person they interacted with people on this platform is like 6 months ago, 1 year ago, 2 years ago. The best they will do is to type congrats
The game of consistency.
Exactly.
In social media is
and this is social media.
Yeah.
LinkedIn, like any other platform, is a social media.
Yeah.
It's supposed to help you connect with real people. And if you do it seriously, you will come on every single day or whichever frequency that you stipulate, and you determine, okay, I've seen something wonderful that resonates with what I do. Give valuable feedback. There's something I call VBC, value-based comments.
Value-based comments.
Oh. Yeah, everyone will type congrats. But is there some feedback that you could give this person that will make sense to them and
that will also captivate
them, or
yeah.
probably inspire
yeah.
their journey or whatever they're trying to achieve? That way, you can start building connections with random people who will eventually become your tribe when you're on this platform. Your network.
Yes.
As they say, your network is your net worth. It's a literal statement. People are like, yeah. Your network is your net worth. But believe me, if you connect with the right people, your net worth just literally shoots out of the roof. Why? Because when they see an opportunity, they'll be thinking about you first. Like, hey,
because you already proved your value.
They see you often, and they're like, okay, by the way, you should come on this. We should try and do this together. Like how we're in this interview together. It's simply because you see someone and you feel they have value that they can contribute.
Yeah.
And this comes from the networks that we build. LinkedIn allows you to build these networks with these type of people.
So make sure you utilize that type of network when you build it. Have what I've picked out, value-based comments. I think a lot of us leave.
That's nice.
That's cute.
That's cute. Yeah.
And that's great for Instagram and for all these different things. But when it comes to platforms like this, you have to be able to code switch and to move to move accordingly.
Exactly.
In order to be able to maximize the types of networks and links that you're getting. Because if it's a global thing, then the world is literally your oyster on LinkedIn when it comes to connections. You're not limited just to the random tea party that you've been invited to or something like that. So that's very interesting.
True. The other thing I've also noticed is, just like any other social media platform, when you comment on LinkedIn, just like Twitter or X, they will show, Ashley has commented on this.
Yes.
To your first degree connections, because LinkedIn has hierarchies of connections. If you are connected to me, you'll be my first degree connection. Your friends, if they're not connected to me, they'll be second degree connections. And if their friends are also in the same circle, they become third degree.
Yes.
Exactly. So you get to have access to all these people by simply leaving a comment. That doesn't happen on IG.
Doesn't
happen on TikTok.
It doesn't happen on TikTok either, yeah.
So, but if you leave this comment, someone will find it very valuable. They'll like it. Spreads further, second connection. Another person likes it, third degree connections. So you have access to all these people that you don't even know. And if it's a value-based comment, someone will see it and they feel like, I need to reach out to Ashley.
Yeah.
Someone knows what she's talking about.
Yeah.
You perhaps have just spoken.
And something so simple as leaving a comment.
Exactly. Yeah. But because one, you've said something valuable, your profile looks optimized, it speaks to this person, they'll click through to see or check you out. And when they check you out, they find other related content that I've spoken about, right, relevant content that resonates with these people. Because when they see it, then they want to relate with you more. And LinkedIn is one platform I've noticed that is very good with inbound leads for a business. If people feel like you know what you're talking about, they want to connect with you. They'll go in your DMs.
People love a smart person.
Exactly. Yeah. And LinkedIn is the best place for you to be smart.
Yeah, no one will say I know it all there.
Exactly. They won't be like, she's arrogant or she feels like she knows it all.
But
you're supposed to know it all.
Yes, you're supposed to know it all. If you don't know it all, then right.
Exactly. So, so if you know it all, it's the best platform to actually show you know it all. In the world that you're in, don't just go all over the whole place knowing it all. Exactly. No, you can't be knowing it all. So LinkedIn, for me, I've noticed if you allow yourself to be of value, you are going to build very valuable networks. I've seen people reaching out to me that I've never literally met. Currently, there's an opportunity that I'm supposed to be a part of. It's a business mentorship. They're looking for a consultant business mentor. And it's big.
Yeah.
It's like big, like global big. Global big. Because in this mentorship, I'm supposed to be mentoring about 10 small business owners from around the world.
Oh, wow.
And they're looking for someone who has potentially the experience in the field. And there's that one person who has been following me on LinkedIn. They don't even like my posts, literally. They don't.
Yeah.
They don't comment. They don't like. They don't share.
Yeah.
And on this random day, they go in my DMs. Hi, Reagan. I know we've not talked, but I saw something like this, and I feel you're perfectly placed
For
to fit in
this.
that role. Like, no problem. Then they send me the link. I apply. The next day, dudes call me. Like, how are you? So-and-so gave us your contact. And we've checked out your LinkedIn. It just makes sense for us. Would you like to be a part of this? I was like, nah, I'm busy.
What?
Of course not.
Okay. I thought I was going to be like, are you playing hard to get to the business?
Yeah, I wanted to, but it was so juicy. I couldn't say no.
You couldn't say no.
So as I speak right now, he's just finishing the last paperwork for the contract and to get the work started. It's a 6 months contract. But if I hadn't leveraged this platform,
then you wouldn't be able to unlock that opportunity. So putting yourself out there and maximizing these spaces, especially like you talked about, a less saturated space as LinkedIn, because TikTok is saturated, Instagram is saturated.
Yeah.
But this is a space that people have not yet understood.
They have not, because everyone fears it, because they assume you just have to say the best stuff ever. No.
So you're putting them onto game. You're putting them onto game on what they're supposed to be doing.
Exactly.
That's so much to learn. Honestly, I didn't expect LinkedIn to be a world full of opportunities to that level. And I've learned so much when it comes to the space. I hope the audience has learned so much as well. I've taken back a lot when it comes to how I look at that platform, but also how businesses should look at these platforms when it comes to branding their spaces. Lastly, I just want to ask you, what book are you reading right now?
It's a current book I'm reading is Brand Psychology. It's the art and science of building strong brands.
Okay.
It's written by Laura. She's a PhD doctor in branding. So when I saw the book released, I was like, this is a good book to read. Why? Because it helps you understand why people make the buying decisions that they make, why they support the businesses.
Consumer psychology.
Exactly. So it's consumer psychology. For my master's degree, we had a facet called consumer science.
Okay.
It would help you get in the head of the consumers and understand why they buy the things they buy.
Yeah.
So this book, if you're into branding, I recommend it.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, Reagan, thank you so much for coming onto the platform. Great Pleasure. To have you. You know, you're one of our first male guests, so we're very excited to have you in the LC gang.
Happy to be here too.
Thank you. So please tell the people where they can find you in case they would like to interact with you further on your social media platforms.
Okay. As the discussion has been, you can find me on LinkedIn. Simply punch in my name, Reagan Kavuma.
Okay.
You will see the gentleman showing up saying,
no catfish.
No catfish. If you see something looking different, fishy, it's catfishy. Go on. Yeah, that's how you find me on LinkedIn. Okay. I'm mostly active there.
Okay. Yes. All right. Well, thank you so much. And guys, thank you so much for following through to the very end of this video. We truly appreciate. Don't forget to leave a comment, a value-based comment, as we have learned today, so that we know if these are conversations that you enjoy having. And share this video with a friend, comment, like, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. It's been Ashley.
And Reagan.
See you guys next time.
See you around. Bye.